Welcome back, Tribe. I have an episode here we got tagged in by Filipina P. It says, why women can't be satisfied in 2025. Let's look at this degeneracy.
Hi, folks.
Is she living in America now? She's doing a lot of America content.
So to find out what's going on, let's listen to a divorce attorney that claims to know the answer.
70% of divorces are initiated by women. And as a divorce lawyer, I can tell you that women are not divorcing men because they're bored or ungrateful. They're divorcing because they're tired of doing everything. But why? What is making these women walk away in such high numbers? Well, the answer is simple. Women are expected to work like they have no children and parent like they have no job. They're expected to be the emotional support system, the household manager, the one who remembers birthdays, doctor's appointments, and what shoe size the children wear. Women are not leaving because they hate marriage. They're leaving because they're exhausted. They're tired of being expected to handle everything while their husband thinks he's helping when he loads the dishwasher once a week. Most women do not leave for another man. They leave for themselves.
Okay, this just blows my mind because as a Filipina, we don't mind doing the household chores, even by hand, as well as taking care of our family and holding down a job if necessary. And somehow we manage to do it with a smile on our faces. Handling the household duties is our love language. And after having grown up in a place with no clothes washer, I can safely say that you modern women have absolutely no clue how easy you have it. And let's not pretend it's some huge energy expenditure to remember a birthday or a shoe size. If you want to have a real problem on your hands, try taking that duty away from a Filipino mother. So let's hear from another woman who really seems to resent her lot in life.
My husband and I had 4 kids. We both worked full time. We had been together for 16 years at this point. We've been together since high school. And on paper, I have an amazing husband. He is incredibly supportive. He's kind. He's loyal. He's a great dad. He's very hands-on. He's an active participant. He's always present. What else could I ask for? But I was incredibly frustrated. Women tend to carry a disproportionate amount of the work in the home, the work of raising kids, and the mental load. I remember looking at my husband and saying, I need more. I need you to do more. Every night, when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. Every day, when you drop off the kids at daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks. And he looked at me and he said, okay, just tell me what to do. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I said, okay, something that would make my life easier is if in the mornings when I came downstairs with the 4 kids, the dishwasher was emptied, the dishes were put away, and the trash was taken out. And he said, yeah, of course. What? Yeah, I'll do that. That's no problem. And so, of course,
why get married then? I'm just being real. Like, what is the proposition for men to get married if you have to negotiate basic household chores with your wife? I'm telling you right now, it's a fucking joke. This doesn't happen in non-Western countries. You don't negotiate with your wife chores. The fuck? It's an expectation. Or what's the point? I'll just get 20 women. I'll just chill and do the Playboy thing forever. Or just if this is what women are offering, it's no mistake. Don't be surprised why so many men are just pumping and dumping. Oh, you get, genetically, this one's blessed. Oh, that's a breeder right there. Cool. Pump her with a kid and dip out. Or just provide child support if you're wealthy enough. Just have 10 kids like billionaires are doing. The Elon Musk method. Why? Because what awaits you with one woman? How does she bring value to? I already make money. I'm already good. Especially if this one is a stay-at-home wife. If she has a job, sort of could understand, but still, you have your womanly duties, your expectations. If I'm a man, I'm still making all the fucking money we need for this household, so take part-time off. Take time off your job. Go back, do something else at home. Figure it out, because I'm not quitting my job. I most likely out-earn my woman, or else she wouldn't be my woman in the first place, because they date up. So what is this argument anyways? This shit, dude, it's mind-blowing that they can't see what they're doing to themselves. You're speaking like a woman who shouldn't be in a relationship or a mother anyways. If you want to be single, just say that. And if you're trying to give men a good proposition for why they should get married today, like so many of these conservative feminists say, these covert feminists, real men need to step up for this. A man hears this whining and goes, "No, I'm good, dude. I rather pump and dump. I rather go spread my seed." Where are the virtuous women at? This is wild to me. Hearing that squeal in the voice just makes me go, ugh, dude, hang up. Don't want to speak to you. Don't want to talk to you. Don't want to be around you. I'll be out late I'm working extra hour, whatever. How many men are in this position right now? You're earning bread. You're paying for everything in the house. Her job doesn't even need to exist potentially. And still you are asked to fucking split chores, bro? Spit on me. Why don't you? Unreal.
He does it But then I have to remind him, and then he forgets, and then I have to remind him again. And there was this one morning where I woke up. I went to put something in the trash, and it was overflowing. And I went to get my son's water bottle, and it was in the dishwasher with all the other clean dishes. And I felt so disrespected and unseen and unvalued at that point in time. And I remember texting my husband being like, what happened? Like, why didn't you do this? And he said, sorry, I was running late for work.
Am I in the twilight zone right now? So let me get this straight.
So she has no
You
job.
have this near perfect storybook husband who offers to help you any way he can, including cooking dinner. But since he's not a mind reader and asks you what you want to eat, it pisses you off. And when you didn't have the time to empty the trash or take the water bottle out of the machine, it's time to think about ending the relationship. Now, I certainly don't have a problem with needing a husband to help out when you got 4 kids. But to consider divorcing him because he didn't have the time to empty the trash? Seriously? Sounds to me like you have a great guy. And if you don't want him, I can think of about 20 million Filipinas that would. So I got to thinking, is this really the way most women feel? That what they really want is housekeeping services? And what do they think men want in return?
Most Western women don't know what they want. I got some horrendous videos here.
I know. Do you collab with guys though?
Listen to this shit.
Oh, but like I'm a virgin.
I know. Do you collab with guys though?
Yeah, of course.
Wait, so then how are you a virgin?
Because it's for work. I'm filming. It's kind of like a tax write-off. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Like I've lost track of that. I don't think it can count.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that. So
Yeah, but I'm a virgin.
Okay.
Yeah.
She does content with men, bro, but she's a virgin. It's a tax write-off. Stop tripping.
Turn. Well, there's only one way to find out. So let's go talk to random people. Why do you think wives divorce their husbands?
From what I've seen a lot, mainly because the husband's not doing the work anymore. He's not putting the effort. They just leave all the housework for the wife.
Some women are divorcing their husbands because they're not doing enough house chores.
Yeah. And if he's not interested in just staying and not putting in
Bro, that body type is wild.
the effort, I just think maybe it's time for you to see separate ways. Maybe it's better, it's healthier. Maybe there's less fights because often
Skinny fat is the worst combo of all time. Jeez Louise.
these types of arguments can cause fights. Not having doing the house chores or not changing the baby's diaper or something. And I think that's just most of the reason why people are saying, hey, let's just get a divorce at this point. I don't see any continuation of this.
Okay, so if the husband does the changing the diapers, cleaning the house, cooking, do you think that would make him less masculine?
For me, no, I think that makes him more masculine because you're able to just do the work. That is dirty work. I mean, do you understand how hard it is to take care of a child?
Bro, this is the wildest physique I've seen in a long time. What is this? The muffin top is wider than the hips, G. Look. The muffin top width surpasses the hips. What? Am I seeing this right? Look at this shape, bro. This reminds me of like that Pokemon Ditto and shit. This is like a shapeshifter physique right here. It's like she has no bones, you know? It's just like can transform into whatever she wants. This is wild.
So is it also okay for the wives to do the lawn or fix the car or do the plumbing, that kind of stuff?
Yeah. So if the husband sometimes, sometimes men are not really that good at that stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes let the wife do it, but the husband does all the laundry and all the cleaning.
Do you know how to fix a car?
Somewhat, yes. And also you have YouTube, you can just search something.
What should a woman do to keep her husband happy?
Make sure there's that equal standing, there's that communication that says, hey, I want this to happen.
Okay.
I need your help as well.
Okay, so communication.
Yeah.
What about physical intimacy? Do you think it's important?
I mean, depends on the two people, but I think it can be.
Wow, she feels the same way. If a guy's not doing the dishes, you might want to think about ending the marriage and kicking him to the curb. Now, she didn't look like an auto mechanic to me, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
I would say not being as considerate as I should be, whether that comes to helping out with finances or around the house, maybe.
Okay, so he wants to divorce you because you're not earning as much as he
No, I would just say maybe not being as, I guess, even when it comes to finances and also, helping, whether that's, doing the dishes or laundry.
All right.
Unreal,
So,
bro.
and
Why no woman wants a man that does dishes and laundry? Like that's such a massive. They're gaslighting themselves. They're watching TikTok brain rot of these toxic women with no ring on their finger, no marriage, no long-term relationships, no man in sight, telling them that they need to get men that does all this stuff. But the actual men they're attracted to would never be in the house doing any of that basic shit. What?
your opinion, why do you think most women divorce their husbands?
I would say for exactly what I just said, actually.
Okay.
They probably don't feel as though men are as helpful as they should be.
Don't you think it's kind of ironic though? Because if they divorce their husbands, then they're going to be alone taking care of the kids.
Yep.
So what's up with that?
I don't really know. That is kind of ironic now that you say it out loud.
Would you say?
Zero brains, bro. Zero brains.
Not exactly.
So that was a more traditional guy who's not afraid to help around the house, but thinks that men and women have different strengths and different responsibilities. Like the other guy, he recognizes the importance of physical intimacy, which hasn't even been mentioned by the women so far. Maybe we'll get lucky with this one.
So why do you think women divorce their husbands nowadays?
They're not getting enough, like what they need out of the marriage. Like they're having kids and they're just doing all the work.
Okay, so if the woman and the man, they have jobs, you know?
Yes.
Would you say it's fair for them to share hushold chores?
I would, yeah. If they're both working, yes, absolutely.
For those women who divorce their husbands because their husbands are not doing the dishes or whatever, throwing the garbage, how is it better when they're alone with the kids?
It's not better, but it's one less stress of like having to remind somebody, like another child, to be like, can you do this? Like
They provide. She said, if I'm not working, right? So if you're not working because he's paying all the bills, why would you ever leave? They don't ever think, oh, I'm so glad I left, bro. Oh my God, this shit is exhausting. You motherfuckers gotta be exhausted, dude. Even when you do get a date, it's just garbage. So like flashbacks of fucking pea brains, straight peanuts with no. I'm a Sagittarius. Let me put in the app here. What are you, Gemini? It says we are compatible 70%. Wow, we're off to an okay start. The last guy I talked to is 89% compatible. And we went to his house and we've totally fucked. It's like crazy experience. And like, you know, it's just like I had this threesome the other weekend with my girlfriend. Her name's like Kenzie, and she's like so wild. She brought like 30 dudes over, and we just got blasted. It's so fucking tight. You know, like, what do you do for a living? You know, I like. By the way, I order the shrimp. Yeah, I'll have the shrimp, please, and the cucumber water. So, like, what do you like to do? Sitting there like, is this my fucking life right now, dude? How the fuck did I get bamboozled by this fucking peanut brain? Goddamn angles on Tinder and shit. And it's like a repetition of that fucking peanut brain experience, bro, over and over again. Sometimes you could just spot it on them, the thousand cock stare, just the dead in the eyes, bro. The iris is fucking gray. And other times it's well hidden. You know, they still look somewhat ladylike until you take them out and they open their mouth and they fucking talk so much they tell on themselves. And it's just like, bro, is there wife material anywhere in these streets? And the answer is fuck no. It's like, what in a million? You want wife material, you got to go overseas. And even that window is closing rapidly with the advent of short form content, bro. The TikTok brain rot is global. Huh. The comments say, I have the perfect husband, but let me shame him publicly online. God, the gynocracy absolutely destroyed women. The second woman complaining about her husband not doing enough at home, left out. She's a YouTuber, stay-at-home mom with a nanny while her husband works full-time. Do you see what I mean? This goes back. The husband is a simp. The husband, no man would accept that shit. A bitch would have been put in her place. This is simp husband not putting his foot down, accepting the repercussions of his decisions, does not care. His life is going down the drain, getting shit on by your wife publicly, and she's a stay-at-home mom and works I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber, bro. This shit's not hard. Let me tell you. It doesn't take long for her to make her content. She opened the camera up, complained, video, done. The husband's still making all the bread. Unreal. Unbelievable. Can you hold the phone? Can you take a picture of me? How do I look? Is the lighting good? Let me send an update to my girlfriends in case you try to do something. Shut the fuck up, bro. TikTok brain rot addicts, dude. Tag the sponsor, ladies. Half the fucking traveling you do is because you're sucking off some dude's nasty 80-year-old gooch. Oh, fuck out of here. Anyways, boys, protect your sanity and your legacy and everything you're building. Don't fuck it up with any of these bozos. Take your time. Search for a good one. The rest are garbage. Pump it dumps.